Yes. We're live. Awesome.
I think shift over a little bit more towards the left.
Yeah,
There's
we
a
just
streak of light coming from somewhere.
boom. They're gone.
Kind of better, I guess. Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Tushar has a halo today, so yeah.
Scarface.
But I don't know why that's happening.
All right,
but
let's get to the answering. Thank you all for joining in for another Friday
I'm
live.
Arun. He's Tushar, and yeah. Let's.
So I remember seeing the first question saying that when will the Mitsubishi Pajero Sport will launch in India? So it's already on sale in India. New version, don't wait for it.
Yeah.
Don't have probably by the time it gets its first update internationally, that is around the time where you can expect the outgoing model to come to India.
Right.
Mitsubishi is pretty low key right now.
Okay, between the EcoSport Trend plus diesel, Nexon XZ plus diesel, Ciaz Delta diesel, what would you buy? His height is 6 feet 2, city driving mostly, and once or twice trips to the to the mountains or the highways.
If you're buying the diesel, I'd say go with the Nexon. Because the Ciaz, it's a very spacious car, but one issue you might face is that the driver's seat default height is very tall. So you'll end up sitting a bit close to the roof in that case. So I think the Nexon should work. Just that the one issue you will face with the Nexon is that the floor, the footwell, for the driver's footwell, it's a bit narrow. That's about the only issue. But otherwise, the seat accommodation, height and all, no problem.
Raj Sharma, hi, hello. Between the diesel i20 and the diesel freestyle, so there are two distinct reasons to purchase either. If you're driving solo most of the time, I'd suggest look at the freestyle. If you want a family car, I think the i20 will do a better job because it's got slightly more space and the quality is better. So choose between the two. In terms of performance, both are right there. Ride quality is good on both the cars. Mileage is good for both cars, so no issues on that front.
Also, अगर आप लोगों को अपने सवाल हिंदी में पूछने हैं तो फिर बिंदास हिंदी में भी पूछ लीजिए हम इंग्लिश हिंदी दोनों में जवाब दे सकते हैं.
Right.
One more question.
Wow. And the bounce back came back early.
Yeah. So if Devendra Singh Yadav asks, is the Hyundai a good option? Yes.
Yes. Okay. When will 2019 model of Audi Q3 be launched in India?
Possibly next year.
And what's your expected price?
Whereabouts of 40 to 43 lakh ex-showroom.
Would you recommend the Celerio AMT ZXi as a first automatic? I think yes.
Yeah, it's a decent buy, but I'd say you have more modern options like a Santro or even a Tiago, so maybe consider that to drive them on.
Akash, hi.
How is the Toyota Yaris automatic version for daily city drive of around 50 kilometers versus other C segment sedans? So if you want a detailed look at that, we've got two reviews, one up on our sister channel Zigwheels in English, which we've done, and petrol automatic comparison versus the Verna and the Honda City. So you can take a look at that. But if to give you the gist of it, yes, it's perfectly fine, very polished, very smooth, very intuitive, and also quite efficient in the real world.
Okay. Does the new Ertiga have DRLs? It's not in the leaked photos. I don't think it has
so, yeah.
DRLs.
Because they've showcased it even on the social platforms, whatever they showed. It's got projector, LED
headlamps,
and LED fog lights also possibly, but the DRLs I don't think there's.
Best SUV under 30 lakh? Comfort and looks.
Wait for the Tata Harrier right now.
Yeah, or if you want to buy immediately, look at the Hyundai Tucson.
Yeah.
When will XUV 300 launch? First thing, it's not called the XUV 300. It will have a separate name. It will launch before April
2019.
Yeah. Hi Lalit. Say hi to Lalit.
Hello.
Is i20 Active good when compared to WRV and S-Cross in diesel? Needs safe, good practicality. Yes, you can go for the i20.
It is good, but just think about it this way. i20 Active in all those pseudo crossovers, it's the least delivering in terms of that SUV experience. Because the WRV feels big, the S-Cross has a rugged ride quality, good looks, and the commanding driving position. i20 Active just feels like you're sitting in an i20.
That's just an i20. Does the Isuzu D-Max V-Cross have hill start assist? No, I think it has hill descent assist. But yeah, it does not. ललित के पास i20 Asta है जो ज़्यादा ड्राइव नहीं होती है, क्या गाड़ी खड़ी खड़ी खराब हो जाएगी?
खराब नहीं, लेकिन कोई भी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक या फिर अगर ड्राइविंग गाड़ी हो, अगर आप ऐसे ही छोड़ दें तो फिर वो होता ही है, कुछ ना कुछ इशू आ ही जाता है, क्योंकि ब्रेक में मॉइस्चर बैठ जाता है, आपके वायरिंग में जाकर के मॉइस्चर बैठ जाता है, जगह जगह पे जंग लग जाता है, इंजन का अगर टेम्परेचर ऊपर नीचे नहीं हो रहा है तो फिर आपके जो कंज्यूमेबल्स है उसका फ्लो खराब होकर वो ऐसे एक तरीके से सॉलिडिफाई जैसे हो जाते थे एज. रबर भी अगर आप टायर को ऐसे छोड़ेंगे बिना यूज किए तो फिर इसका वेयर एंड टेयर बिना हुए रबर हार्ड हो जाता है. तो यस, यू कैन, गाड़ी को नुकसान पहुंच सकता है अगर आप ज्यादा समय के लिए गाड़ी को ऐसे पड़ी रहने दें. कम से कम अगर आप ज्यादा यूजेज नहीं है तो फिर 2 दिन में एक बार स्टार्ट करके अपने बिल्डिंग के कंपाउंड में एक बार चला लो 2-3 किलोमीटर बस कीप इट रनिंग.
Yeah. Selva Kumar, can I buy Vitara Brothers NTI? Go for
Yes.
it, no problem. Harrier, any update? We'll be driving it soon. You'll see the review.
By soon we mean
In
first
3
week
weeks.
of December. The
Yeah.
drive will, so you should see the reviews around second week of December.
Vipul says, as Verna SX option gets diesel automatic, will Creta get it? What's your thinking? See, technically, Hyundai is acting on demand, and right now the demand for a top-end automatic is very high. So yes, the possibility of a Creta getting it is also very high. Nishant, what about the Krista? Please ask. We'll love to answer.
Any specific question you want?
Okay, Uttam's question for you: best sedan under 8 lakhs and best SUV under 8 lakh.
Best sedan, I think overall on road 8 lakh rupees is a decent buy would be the Ciaz, and best SUV.
Ciaz?
Yeah, I mean it can be a
Under
compact
8
sedan or
under 8 lakh.
on road.
नहीं,
You
under
don't
8 नहीं आएगी.
Okay, that's my mistake.
I think Desire आ जाएगी. Desire is a good option. Or
Or even the
Aspire.
Amaze.
Or Aspire. SUV, I don't think you'll get any under 8 lakh.
I think crossover, maybe the pseudo hatchbacks, but
Freestyle
not a
आएगी.
compact SUV per se.
Okay, what is the safest car in hatchback within 10 lakh? I think the Elite i20 with 6 airbags.
Or even the freestyle.
Yeah, with 6 airbags.
This is when we say safest is based on what safety features are available.
Yeah.
Unless it's crash tested, we don't have any other measure to tell you how safe or unsafe it is.
Yeah. S-Cross or Creta?
S-Cross, I'd say.
Which variant? Alpha?
Yeah. No, for the S-Cross, I think you could be fine with the Delta also.
Yeah.
But yeah, if budget is not an issue, then the Creta. It gives you that little bit of extra, but value for money and balance pick is the S-Cross.
D for Dracula. I'm planning to buy a Ford EcoSport test driven both petrol and diesel. I like the engine diesel more.
It is punchier.
Yeah, it is punchier, so I don't blame you. And yeah, if your running justifies diesel, then please go for it. Krishna says Swift VDI AMT, Desire VXI AMT. Please suggest.
I'd go with the VXI AMT. Petrol AMT in the Swift or Desire, either which way much better than the diesel.
Okay, Aniket is planning to buy the Desire. Should you buy in December or January?
I think if you book it now, you'll get delivery in January anyway. If that, because there's going to be a long waiting period for the Desire. It doesn't make much of a difference. If you buy it now, you can just have it registered in the following. Like I bought my car in December, but it was registered. By the time I got it from the RTO with registration, everything, it was a 2012 car.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it.
Petrol, Duster, Petrol, EcoSport or Creta. I'd say the smoothest petrol is the Creta. Hexa or Jeep Compass.
It's requirement based. Honestly, if you want the more premium product, the more SUV feeling product, Compass. But the more spacious car, the one with the better ride, the one with the the diesel automatic is fantastic in the Hexa, and you get added practicality. It delivers better value also. So that's about it.
Yeah, S-Cross or Creta, we've answered this. How's the Desire performance in high speed? Is it stable? It's stable. It's stable up to 120, 140. It's pretty stable. And weight has a bearing on how stable a car feels, but it's not the only parameter that affects it, right? Book Santro AMT Sports, is it a good option?
Yes.
Nimal Sankar, it's good.
It's one of our recommended variants.
Yeah. Bolero ZLX, good or not?
Yeah, it is. It's the only Bolero that you could consider buying, but
or the Power Plus.
But I'd say if you can, go for the TUV 300 instead. It delivers a lot of the rugged capabilities and practicality, but at least you get better safety and better features.
Which would be my pick, Renault Duster or Creta, and why? I'd say the Creta because it's more polished. It feels worth the money that I'm paying for it. Ertiga is best for 7-seater?
One of the better options, yeah, definitely. You can wait for the new Ertiga to come out. It's going to just happen in another week's time. 21st of November is when they're launching the new Ertiga. Yeah. So that one's going to have like a lot of new features like reclining second and third row seats, ventilated cup holders, auto AC, touchscreen infotainment with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, the SHVS hybrid system with that custom instrument cluster also that has a lot of details on the hybrid system in action. Yeah. So yeah, wait for that or consider the Marazzo as well.
Okay, Himanshu is live with us. Hi Himanshu, how are you doing? Have you driven the Alturas? How was it? Can't tell you.
Yes, he has driven.
I have driven it, but I can't tell you. My opinion is embargoed till the launch, which is November 24th. But I can tell you what features it has because Mahindra gave us a release today. So you're getting 9 airbags. you're getting a
Power
touch
driver
screen,
seat.
you're getting a power driver's seat with memory, you're getting a sunroof,
Cool seats.
cool seats, leather upholstery, lot of good equipment on offer.
360-degree
Yeah.
camera also.
But what I think about it, that'll have to wait.
Unfortunately.
Hey, Motu's watching us. He says, "Nice face, fungus." Thanks, Motu. What's up? Okay. Baleno Alpha, Baleno RS, Ford Aspire Titanium Plus. What would you choose?
Either the Baleno Alpha or the Ford Aspire. I see no reason to buy the
Yeah,
RS.
the RSS is a pretty pointless variant because it doesn't really offer the performance that it is supposed to. So yeah, pick between the Alpha. See, if you need space, weirdly, I'd say pick the Baleno because it's got more space than the Aspire. For every other reason, I think the Aspire Titanium is just as good. Punekar Aditya, best SUV till 40 lakhs. How will the Alturas G4 7-seater be? Which will be the best?
So 40 lakh on road, I think. So the Endeavor, I think you can get the 2.2 top end version on road within 40.
No, you'll also get the 3.2. Yeah.
Because it's about 27, I think it's 26 odd lakh starting right now.
38 on road.
38 thereabouts, yeah, with options if you can hold off. So best right now is the Endeavor in our opinion.
And the Alturas, we can't really compare it right now because the opinion
Did shut up. So it'll 24th. Wait for 1 week.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm just putting it out there. We're taking the latest questions now. Punekar Aditya, we just answered your question. So if we haven't answered your question, you can put it in the comments section again. And if you haven't liked this video already, please do that. Since that it's nice motivation for us to answer. Okay, Vipul says planning to buy the Creta. Don't like the Harrier. If you think there is any other good option like the Creta, Vipul, you can wait for the Nissan Kicks. It will come next year in January. Other says which is the better everyday automatic with highway capabilities as well. Ciaz, City, Verna, Vento, hands down the Vento. When the Nissan Kicks will come on sale, it will come on sale in January. Compact diesel car for the city. Akash Gupta, look at the Ford Freestyle. Rishabh Bansal booked ZDI AMT Brezza. Congratulations. Can you make a video on how to drive the AMT? It's not rocket science, man. You just put it into drive, get the handbrake down, and let your foot off the off the brake, and it'll start moving. But all right, if you want it, we'll do a quick video.
So, Rishabh, this is one thing. If you are new to driving an automatic, then the cardinal rule you should remember is you do not use your left leg
at all.
Your left leg has gone to sleep. There's nothing to use. There's no clutch there. So you leave it to rest. So your right foot is anyway operating the brake and accelerator. So there's not much difference. So when you're driving in stop and go traffic, just let off the throttle, let off the brake. It'll creep ahead. And when you want more acceleration, get on the throttle gently. Like you could drive a manual. It's not that different.
Vikas Chandila asks, can Mahindra succeed in 30 lakh segment? It depends. It depends. And I think this is one of those times where it doesn't depend on the product.
It's like the Hexa situation, essentially, that it's coming down to public mentality because people expect that at a certain amount of money, you should be getting certain brand value with that. So it potentially there'll be a lot of people who will say that, 25 lakh dal ke 27 lakh dal ke putting 27 lakh rupees. Why should I buy the manufacturer who also makes something like a Bolero or a KUV? So they want that distinction, which is why Mahindra will be selling it through a premium end of their dealership also. So within the dealership space, the Alturas will be kept in a zone where they'll have their own entrance, their own salespersons, their own sales tools and digitization in terms of iPads and all.
Think of it as a showroom within a showroom.
So product potential, yes, but public perception, we can't decide that.
Yeah. Prashant Subramanian asks, Desire ZXi Plus or Honda City SV Edge Edition, which one will be your pick? I'd say I'd pick the Honda City because it offers more room, it offers a bigger engine, it's more fun to drive. And it gives you some snob value as well. And the SV edition and the SV variant is quite well loaded as well.
Amaze or Aspire? What would you get?
Amaze or Aspire, hands down. Is the new Toyota Corolla very good car to buy? Let it come to India, we'll decide then. If you had to remove only one car from each and every car brand, this is an interesting question. Which one would you remove from the lineup?
There's too many brands to have a discussion.
Okay, let's do the top 5 brands. Okay, Maruti. Which one would you remove?
Omni.
Celerio X. Hyundai.
Active i20.
Active i20. Tata.
Is the Bolt still available? They brought it back on sale, right? The Bolt.
I think. On the Zest is there, so Zest for me.
Yes, Zest or Bolt, either one. There's old
Ford.
Ford. They don't like right now. The range is quite sorted. They just need to give the Figo an update. Otherwise, they
I say Mustang. Bring us the new one.
That's what Figo Mustang. Both they're not products you're removing. They're products you're getting an update for.
No, I say remove it.
Replacing.
Okay. Ford हो गया और एक last वाला कौन सा रहता है? Ford. Mahindra. हाँ.
KUV.
Oh yeah. Okay. KUV. So okay, that was a very good question. Thanks. Keep entertaining us this way. Maybe our answers will get better. कहाँ पे है? Okay. DT Dash wants us to make a video on global NCAP. All right.
So DT Dash, see, the video is going to be kind of difficult because there's a certain trajectory we have to take. But there is a text article that is already up on cardeco.com. We're not just talking about global NCAP. We've spoken about global, Euro, JNCAP, Korean NCAP, Australasian NCAP, the NHTSA, Latin NCAP. Everyone we've combined and just explained what test procedures they have, how they function, where they get the cars, where they get the funding. Everything has been put down in the text article. So go ahead and look it up on cardeco.com.
Yeah. Prince is planning to buy a Range Rover 2019, but I need to know about all models and prices. So please, guys, read and good to see you both. Love you guys. Thanks, Prince Bhai. You can go on to the website. All the information is there. Alternatively, you can just request the dealership. If you want to know about any specific car, then please let us know. We'd be happy to help.
Because the Range Rover range is quite like you've got the Evoque, you've got the Velar, you've got the Sport, you've got the Vogue. So what requirement you have, what you're looking for, what your budget is, what you expect from the cars, if you can specify that, then we can advise which Range Rover model to go for.
Yeah, base model Creta, top model Verna. Which one would you pick? I'd pick the top end Verna because it's giving me a lot more for the money that I'm paying. The only compromise I'm making is in the amount of space in the car, and I'm okay living with that. Creta 1.4 mileage and average servicing cost per year. Creta 1.4 will give you somewhere around 11 to 13 inside the city, about 16 to 18, maybe even 20. On the highway, servicing cost per year will be somewhere between 8,000 to 12,000, depending on your wear and tear items as well.
Also, guys, just bear one thing in mind. Whenever you're talking about mileage is not something that we will decide or your fuel station attendant. It's something you decide. Your driving style controls how a car will be, in terms of its fuel consumption above all else. So if you want better efficiency, adopt a calmer driving style. If you are okay with losing efficiency, drive however you want.
Okay. कहाँ पे थे हम लोग? Okay. Arun Kumar says wants to buy a SUV less than 20 lakh. Alturas G4 automatic or XUV? The Alturas won't come under 20 lakh, so XUV. Kaushik wants to know best value for money car, 6 lakh budget, sedan, hatchback, no preference, monthly running is easily 200 kilometers.
Tiago Petrol.
Tiago Petrol auto also you can look at 6 lakh में वो भी आ जाएगी. Which brand made progress and which saw decline in 2018 according to you?
Progress, I think it has been Tata Motors because they've made some big strides by launching like the Nexon AMT and now they've got the Harrier also coming. A lot of potential. Decline, I would say, would be actually even Datsun has made progress because they've introduced safer versions of the Go and Go Plus now. I hope that follows through with the Ready Go as well. Decline, Renault. Renault could have been more active in terms of their launches. Like even at the Auto Expo, their show was quite average.
The whole year they've been pretty
silent that
way. Yeah. Best car under 7 lakh, Shubham, whatever suits your need, man. Maruti Ertiga safe. We haven't crash tested it, can't say. But in general, it will be safe enough for the family.
Ajit Bhaskar, don't go for the ambient. Push and try till the trend.
Trend plus. Bolo. When Fortuner will get sunroof?
Don't wait for it, can't say.
Okay.
Because they haven't even offered it in international markets. So.
Yeah. Rahul Surve says, loved the JTP Twins review. Thank you so much. If you were buying, which one would you buy on the Tiago, white or red?
Individual
and preference. Tough question, but cons for Tiago or JTP.
I would get the white one.
I would get the white one as well. As much as I love the red, the white.
The contrast works a lot nicer.
Contrast works a lot nicer, exactly. And cons for Tigor JTP, I don't see the point why anyone will buy it over the Tiago because something like automatic climate control or rear parking camera, it doesn't really feel like much of a value add for me personally. And And yeah, I think the reasons to buy the Tigor over the Tiago remain the same as why you'd buy the normal Tigor over the normal Tiago. Cons, yeah, it's very tough. I'd say the ergonomics are a bit iffy. Where it takes you a while before you get into a comfortable driving position. The dead pedal is not placed properly, so your feet are in a pretty awkward position until you get used to it. But after you do, it's all right.
So, can you please elaborate in terms of understeer and
And oversteer.
it's a bit of a complicated explanation. We'll try and give it to you in a sketch, but the terms are very literal when we say what oversteer is and what understeer is. Understeer is when you're not steering enough. Oversteer is when you've got the tail out and you're steering a lot.
Okay, so if Tushar can move.
Yeah.
Welcome to Classroom by Kardeko. Okay.
Silent students.
So imagine this is a turn. So if you're driving in from here and instead of going here, if you go here,
After turning,
that means your car is understeering. And when you're coming from here, instead of going here, if you end up here, that means you're oversteering. Okay, wait, maybe not here, maybe here. So right. So this is where your car is understeering. This is where you're oversteering.
Oversteer is essentially a situation where your rear axle is trying to overtake the front axle. So you get the tail. That is why whenever you have oversteer, that is more common in rear wheel drive cars because you have to get the rear axle to lose grip and go sliding.
Yeah.
That is why it is more easy to induce oversteer in rear wheel drive cars than it is in front wheel drive cars.
Yeah, Lalit, we've taken your question. We try to take every question, but YouTube is just playing with us. So, yeah, there are a lot of questions that come in as well. Vipul asked, do you think panoramic sunroof is less safe for cars in case of accident? No, not really.
They design it in such a way that the roof rigidity and everything is maintained.
Why Mahindra cars have very less resale value? Because the market isn't ready to pay more for them. It's as simple as that.
And deciding factors like SUVs, big SUVs in general, there are very few exceptions where big SUVs will sell very well.
Yeah.
And Mahindra's range is largely big SUVs and MPVs. So that's about the case it is.
Any news about Vitara Brezza update facelift with Mahindra and Hyundai launching sub 4 meter cars? I think the Brezza might not get a full-fledged update next year, but you might see Toyota's version of the Brezza. So that is what is coming next year. What Tata Motors has to change or upgrade in today's scenario?
Which car?
No, as a brand.
I think one, they need to work on their service, their sales image altogether. That Tata logo itself of Tata Motors needs to be slightly more modernized, so it will be more befitting of the modern range of cars and the attitude of the salespersons. Like I'll give you one little example. I called up a Tata dealer to inquire about a Nexon craze or something back when it was launched, just to get some additional information. And when you call a sales outlet, you expect them to say, "Hello, Tata Motors, how can I help you?" or something like that. I get picked up and it's, I call a sales outlet, I call a showroom, and the answer is, My own friend says, "What's up?" I should expect something better from a sales. So that image matters because either the customer's walking into your showroom, it is talking to your salesperson. He's looking at your retail outlet. So that image is everything. So if that is not right, it reflects badly on your product, which is much better.
Yeah. Sumit Das, hi Kardeko, please suggest me a first car, monthly run approx 1200 kilometers on highway and rural roads. Budget is 5 to 7 lakhs and mileage and build quality matters. Look at the freestyle. Baleno Delta versus Tigor XZO. If you want space and mileage, you look at the Delta. Or if you want some features, you look at the Tigor XZO. Will Nissan Kicks give a competition to Creta?
Yes, but we have to wait and see how strong that competition will be.
Vikas Chandila says, why Maruti is going with Hardtech platform with Ertiga, which is unstable and flop? Okay, can you give me any data that the Hardtech platform is unstable and flop? You saying it is flop does not make it flop, right? And this is the same platform that has scored a 5-star in Japanese NCAP. So there's no issue with the platform. There's an issue with how Maruti Suzuki chooses to spec their cars in India.
Exactly. The platform is the base.
Yeah.
It's not reflecting on every car. It is depending on market to market how the build has also been tuned for it, which is why you had issues like a unstable structure for the Indian Swift. That didn't happen with the European spec Swift, which is definitely a reason for concern.
Yeah. Raj says, Mahindra का sub 4 meter SUV है, Inferno में petrol power torque और petrol में automatic आएगा क्या? I am looking. Okay, thanks, Raj. Okay, petrol आएगा लेकिन immediately नहीं आएगा. It will come only in 2020. Sandeep says, which is the best Ford Aspire automatic or Honda Jazz automatic? I haven't driven the Aspire automatic yet.
I like the Jazz
Yeah,
automatic.
the Jazz automatic is very good. While Land Rover Jaguar had brought great loss to Tata Motors.
They had a lot of loss because of Brexit more than anything
Yeah.
else. It wasn't the company's activity. Brexit took its toll because of the stupid decision that was taken.
Yeah.
Even the people in the United Kingdom right now are regretting it.
Suman says you're absolutely right about Tata. I walk into the showroom and they're not willing to give me a test drive.
By the way, this is an issue even with Ford.
Yeah, I hope Tata is watching this. So yeah, there's some live feedback from people who are actually buying cars.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, Harrier versus XUV 500, which is better? Let us drive the Harrier. We drive it in the first week of next month, and we'll give you our verdict on it.
Aniruddha asks, shall I buy the Baleno now or shall I wait for the Toyota badging version of the Baleno and buy the next year version? Could you explain what are the changes regarding safety and price? So, unfortunately, at this point, I don't forget about us. I don't think even Maruti Suzuki knows what the changes are going to be because when that announcement was made, even Maruti Suzuki was kind of caught off guard because the decision has been taken by Suzuki and Toyota, not MSIL.
Yeah.
So right now we don't know what the changes are going to be. I don't think there'll be a major difference in terms of safety or powertrain or mechanicals or even features to some extent. It will largely be cosmetic and what outlets they're being sold from. So if you don't have an immediate purchase, you're curious to know what is going to happen, wait.
Okay. How is Volvo V40 worth buying? I think it's outdated right now.
It's a lovely car though.
It's a lovely car,
but cross country particularly.
Yeah. But yeah, it's avoidable. I think you can stretch a bit, look at the XC40 instead.
Yeah, but V40, if you want a hatchback in particular, I don't think there's any other rival that's as good because the A-Class is very cramped.
And the 1 Series is not available.
Not there anymore either. So yeah, in that aspect, yeah. But push for a discount.
Yeah. Fortuner Endeavour, which offers the better backseat comfort? Both are bouncy.
Yeah, because I think the seat comfort is better in the Fortuner because the backrest and all is larger and wider. But backseat comfort, I'd say Fortuner above the Endeavour, but the slight edge, ride quality wise, they're both on par.
Okay, Kumar, which is best SUV I can buy from higher safety point, mileage and price under 18 lakh? Wait for the Harrier. Innova Krista better than Innova Touring Sport. The Touring Sport is pretty pointless, honestly.
It's just a cosmetic kit, so you will have slightly more SUV styling. You'll have LED fog lights, which have now been introduced into the regular Innova range also, and red contrast stitching. So that's it. And the premium is ridiculous for that. 1.75 to 2.5 lakhs or something more than the standard Innova. Why pay more?
Okay, we're getting a lot of questions. Any realistic idea about Honda Civic launch date? Is it actually happening? It is actually happening, and
next year.
It will come next year, first quarter.
Somebody asked a question. Krishna Goswami asked, "Hey guys, drove the Baleno RS and it's fun and more powerful. Mileage for both is it 21 kilometers per liter? Whereabouts here?" And company also says suspension problem was there, but it's been solved now. Yes, that suspension issue was there with the Baleno, not the RS. And that was addressed shortly after the launch of the Baleno itself. Okay,
RSU, the ride quality of the S-Cross and drive quality of the S-Cross is much better than the Brezza. So, yeah. Ertiga base versus XUV top.
That's a very weird question. XUV will obviously be superior.
How is the new BMW X3 G01? Is it a good buy? I'm planning to get one. It is, but I genuinely think they should have offered it with the 3-liter diesel.
I think the driving dynamics is still the selling point for that.
It's still the selling point. Yeah, and it's borrowing a lot of features from the 5 and the 7 series. So, yeah, I think consider the Volvo XC60 definitely at that price point. But if you
don't want a fun to drive SUV.
Yeah.
Technologically, safety-wise, value for money also, XC60 does better.
Yeah. Freestyle Titanium or Swift VXI, 3-member family and 50-kilometer mixed driving. I'd say look at the Freestyle. I think that's a better option at the moment. Nexon petrol mileage. How much was it?
Tested efficiency, I'll have to check. I'll do one thing. I'll just run a quick check till then you can answer.
Subhash says your app is very nice and helpful. You're welcome. Creta 1.4 E plus diesel, really a good buy. No, Rishikesh, for that budget, look at the S-Cross. Why Mahindra sells outdated, unsafe Scorpio with a ton of body roll? It has got 0 star because there's
People
no.
are still buying it.
Because one, people are buying it. Two, there's no law preventing them from selling it. Maruti and Hyundai maintenance is cheap, which is cheaper. You can't say which is cheaper because every car requires different level of requires a different level of attention when it's at the service center. It depends on how you treat your vehicle, but in general, the perception is that Maruti is
Okay,
cheaper.
so to answer this question, the Nexon Petrol delivered an efficiency of around 14.3 kmpl in city and 17.88, call it 18 kmpl on the highway. Nexon Diesel did 16.8 in the city and 23.97, call it 24 kmpl on the highway.
Yeah.
Hope this answers the question.
Vicky, we're picking your question. Just a second. Okay, Vicky's bought a Renault Kwid 2016. Vicky, we answered your question last week.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a good car. Don't worry about it. Okay, Mukul says, should I go for the car देखो interview? कहाँ पे भाई? जाना है जाओ. Is there any facelift of the GT-TSI coming in 2019? No, I
It
don't
won't be a
think so.
facelift, but Volkswagen is going to keep on updating both the Polo and Vento minorly here and there.
Yeah. When is Mahindra launching its C-Fans?
Sedans.
Sedan?
Don't
Never.
expect them because
I
the
don't
sedan demand itself for sedans is dropping, so don't expect Mahindra to launch
Yeah.
one. Tata might be getting one.
Oops.
Wow.
Aditya Prabhu, do you know anyone who converts old petrol cars into electric? I recently read about a manufacturer offering retrofitted kits, but I haven't read up on it. So yeah. Rahul says 5 to 10 lakh range. Which car would you pick if you had to travel on a worst road, dangerous road, on limited fuel, cheap on maintenance? I don't think if I had to do that, I'd be buying a car, man. Honestly.
5 to 10 lakhs range.
But if I absolutely had to,
So good ride quality,
I would say
predictable
freestyle.
handling, and good efficiency.
I'd say freestyle diesel.
Yeah, but the only limiting factor is there Ford's sales and service reach. So if you're in a remote area, that might be a limiting factor. But see if you have proximity to it. Otherwise, S-Cross.
S-Cross, yeah.
Yeah, S-Cross. You have to stretch a budget a little bit, but you can get like an S-Cross Delta.
Can we expect second generation of Kizashi?
Unlikely, because if they're going the premium route, also they want to have a safe bet in that. In which case, they probably go for an SUV.
Yeah, but they are rebadging the Toyota Corolla and selling. Do you think the Kizashi name will make a comeback with that?
I don't think so, because it's too much of a layover for two things. Because the Corolla is the Corolla, it's difficult to call it something else.
They can't call it the Maruti Corolla. No?
I don't know. It's so honestly, we are also confused to what was the aim of this thing and what is going to result in. So
okay, Naveen Kumar, why is the Creta so popular? Is it good to buy or should I wait for the kicks? Any suggestion below 12? Below 12, look at the S-Cross. Why is the Creta so popular? Because it gives what the masses ask for. Simple.
it does practice. I mean, think of it. What does it really do wrong? It's a bit expensive. Quality at certain parts could have been better, but it drives easy. It's efficient. It's feature loaded. It's got good safety features, space, practicality, everything.
Does the i20's global NCAP test
But is it valid
for
India?
India?
As well?
That model was made in India, but for South African
Yes,
market.
it
For
does.
the last part, yes, it will be. Hyundai का सब 4 मीटर SUV कब लॉन्च होगा? नहीं, 2019 अप्रैल में लॉन्च होगा. पेट्रोल और डीजल इको स्पोर्ट पर्सनल यूज. अगर रनिंग कम है तो पेट्रोल, अदरवाइज डीजल. Nexon Luya EcoSport. Nexon.
Nikhil Sebastian Jimny not coming
Yeah.
to India.
How's the Tiguan? Worth buying? Definitely.
Yeah.
There are discounts on it, so you can push. Moksh, can you guide me? Which car should I buy under 20 lakh? Automatic diesel. Diesel auto. I think the good option there is a Creta right now, and Creta and the Verna. Any views on new Ertiga? Have guys seen the new vehicle? We haven't seen it. He'll be checking it out next week.
So expect by the next weekend maybe we should have the review live for you.
Yeah. I am a Ciaz owner for about 2 years, thinking to upgrade to Verna. Can I maintain it?
Yes, absolutely.
You won't have a problem. Aspire Petrol real world mileage. That car should give you somewhere between 11 to 13 in the city and about 16 to 17 on the highway. Best sedan under 20 lakh. Handling and comfort. For handling and comfort.
Striking a midway between both. You won't even get an Elantra in that.
No, so I think फिर आपको बहुत नीचे आना पड़ेगा. Ciaz Alpha देखना पड़ेगा. Why Tata discontinued features in the Nexon and the Tiago to keep costs
Costing.
competitive? Simple. Hyundai Santro 2018 Sports AMT versus Tata Tiago, which is better? I'm going to give it to the Tiago only because it has dual airbags. Why people say that Baleno's build quality is not good? Is the sheet metal quality poor?
Touch and feel wise, yes, it doesn't feel as good as something like a Volkswagen Polo or something. But that is not your. It's not the right way to measure the quality of something. It's not. You're not talking about like shirt ka quality. Nahi, it's a proper metal this thing. So you need proper scientific, like empirical methods to judge that.
Yeah.
Arun Kumar asks Renault Dacia, when is the launch date, and Nissan Kicks 2. Okay, the automatic Renault Dacia, I'm not sure what model you're talking about, but the Duster facelift is going to be coming out next year. When is the launch date? Again, maybe the first quarter of 2019. And the Nissan Kicks, we're going to be driving it in December. So you might expect a price announcement somewhere towards the end of this year with deliveries next year. Vikas Chandila, people in villages think of it as a good car. It's as big like the Scorpio. Well, yeah, I mean, they're just looking at utility, and that is a point where both the Bolero and Scorpio score very well. Prashant Sunavne, Datsun Go-Craft launch date. No idea. They don't seem keen on introducing it. And bounce back. Yeah.
Niche.
Petrol Swift i20 or Freestyle. Freestyle. Guru Raghavendran XUV 300. We don't know if it's going to call that, but
it won't be.
That'll be the first quarter of next year. Niketan, Amaze versus Aspire Petrol on village roads. Aspire?
Amaze will be too bouncy.
Vaibhav, I'd say Aspire Trend Plus. Parv,
Nexon JTP अगले साल आएगा. Do you think Swift is unsafe? It's not unsafe. 2 stars is all right for everyday usage, for city usage.
But obviously could be better.
It definitely could be better. i20 Petrol Sport या Ignis Zeta Petrol daily running 20 kilometers. Grand i10 because there are great discounts on it as well. Creta Petrol automatic is too expensive. Low end torque is bad. Its features. No, actually, low end torque is pretty okay in the automatic. It manages to mask it quite well.
It's just a thirsty powertrain.
Yeah, it's just mileage nahi milega. How will be the performance of City iVTEC compared to the GT TSI versus City ZX?
For
performance, I think the Polo 0 to 100 they're pretty much the same, but in-gear acceleration is obviously stronger with the GT. So yeah, if you don't need the space, save the money, pick the Polo GT TSI.
Do alloy wheels really matter?
No. Hi friends, I'm using a Manza Sapphire 60k kilometers covered, so attached to it, but plan to upgrade to Nexon. Your views, please. What do you say? Manza to Nexon?
You won't have the same rear seat experience, but it's pretty good nonetheless.
When is Jeep Renegade launching and with which engine?
So, by what we spoke with Jeep, right now the Renegade is not on the immediate anvil because the Compass itself is still a young product and that's already losing steam, unfortunately. So, they're going to launch the Trailhawk. They get that 9-speed automatic in. We might have something concrete on the Renegade maybe towards the end of 2019. That is in terms of a launch announcement, if not a launch.
Yeah. When is the Jeep Renegade? Okay, sorry, we've done that. I had a horrible experience with the service provided by Maruti, so wanted to leave the Maruti family. Kindly suggest father will drive Verna, Ford Freestyle or i20. If you can, between the three, I'd say the i20. It's the better family car for sure. Because in the same budget, you will get a very budget spec version of the Verna, which doesn't really sell you the Verna experience as such. So yeah. Dacia is the sister company of Renault in Europe, so it's called Dacia Duster in Europe. So in India, it will be the same as the Renault Duster. Yes.
Okay.
Why Creta Petrol Automatic is not offered in top end? It's disgusting. Or EcoSport top end is better except space. Yes, it is. We've always said that. How's the Nissan service cost? Normal as others. I really wish they had more service centers, but service cost, I haven't heard problems. I've heard issues with part availability. I've heard issues with a lot of waiting time, but other than that, it's okay.
Also, guys, we've been doing this for about 40 minutes now. If you like what's happening right now, we've answered your question. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and share the video as well because we're still here for another 20-25 minutes. So festive season is on. If somebody's looking to make a car purchase, has some doubts in general, just wants to know more about the cars, share the video with them. Give them a heads up that we're here blabbering.
Yeah. Next gen Honda City. When to expect? What to expect? You can expect it by 2020. You can expect a more premium car overall, I think. Best automatic SUV, Renault Duster, Creta, Jeep Compass, Creta. Next, okay, can I add sunroof in SX variant of Verna? You can, but it's not
Not
recommended.
recommended. So Mahindra Rawat, why don't people recommend the XUV? It has good features and good engine. Still, why? Because the overall quality, just once you're in it, you have good features, good drive, everything, but it doesn't feel like a car that costs 18-20 lakh.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like it, and plus it's a 10-year-old car, man. It needs to be.
2011 was when they introduced it. It shouldn't
Yeah.
be still on two facelifts. It should be a new generation by now.
Yeah, Renault Duster facelift in 2019 Q1 possible. Grand Titan Sport versus Figo next gen trend petrol. Let the Figo come. But right now there are great discounts on the Grand Titan Asta, so push for it and pick the Grand Titan Asta. Swift ZXi or Baleno Zeta? I'd say Baleno Zeta is petrol freestyle auto coming. No, not anytime soon. Why Fiat cars are not accepted by markets? Even they have Abarth, still not accepted by market.
Because where are the Fiat cars? When was the last time you saw a launch? Because when a company goes and launches a discontinued model as a new car, you have to judge how interested are they even in selling
Yeah.
cars. They just want to be an engine player. Nothing wrong with that, but you can't expect the market to then say "Jeevuzuri karne ke liye." They won't be happy about it. They won't buy your car. Simple. Puneet Hegde, which is a good diesel sedan in terms of mileage. We have shortlisted Honda City. How is it? Which variant to choose? So I'd say variant. Look at something like the SV or the V. And yeah, it's a very efficient powertrain city, especially on the highway because it has that top ratio to help it out with that. Raj, hats off to your hard work, both of you. Everybody, thank you so much, Raj, and thank you for joining us again.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, good to have the discussion after you've purchased a car as well.
Yeah.
Isaac John, thoughts on Toyota Baleno? Same as you, man. We are curious at this point. We don't know for sure. Pramit Roy, we make a video on the Datsun Go. Yes.
We wanted to, but because of certain things that weren't in our control, we couldn't.
But there is a walk around video on car. If
Yeah.
you want to take a look and understand what's new with it. Driving wise, the differences are mild that way. Lucas Swami.
Hello, I'm about to cancel Ford Freestyle Titanium petrol booking because dealer is delaying to show me the car from the dockyard. Can I go for Swift JXI? I think you should still get the freestyle, but I just clicked the picture. I'm going to send that to Ford.
Yeah, we're gonna give them a heads up and let them know. Like this is something we brought up to them repeatedly. Ki your cars are not selling because your dealers are not doing right by your customers.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll take some action about it.
13 lakh on road in your purse. Which one will you buy? An SUV in sedan? I'll buy the EcoSport. What SUV would you buy?
SUV, I'll probably go for the Nexon.
And I'd buy the Ciaz sedan.
If it's just me driving, actually for my family, I'd get the City. But if it's just me driving, I'd be happy with the Vento TSI. Will it come with 13 lakh on road? Then I'd get the Verna.
Maruti की build quality कैसी है? Okay, it's not good, it's not great. Sorry, it's not bad, it's not great.
Karthikeyan, just get the Elite i20. Active doesn't make much sense for the premium.
Which is good for new learners, old or new car.
Both of them are fine. It doesn't make a difference.
Good to buy BS4, wait for BS6 or wait for electric.
Electric, too soon to say. I don't see them becoming mainstream for another decade or so. And BS4 now, if you buy it also, it's not a problem. Like manufactured by and large, once the BS6 shift happens, 99% of the cars are going to be BS4.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Even luxury cars are going to still be BS4, so manufacturers are ready for that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Because there's emission norm changes have happened before. They've happened from BS3 to BS4. They're happening from BS4 to BS6. It's a bit of a jump.
Yeah.
But they are prepared for it. Don't worry about it.
Ayush, about the Fortuner, I'd say it's a good car that is made better. But then for me personally, I don't think it's as luxurious enough as I would expect it to be at that price point. There's still some hard plastics here and there. The ride quality is still bouncy. But yeah, it is very capable off-road. It is known to be reliable, and I know it will, it will continue to be that way. So yeah, it's if you want nothing, if reliability, if high resale value, all of that ranks high on your list, then you should be buying the Fortuner. What do you mean by build quality?
It's just touch and feel. It's like when you touch a shirt or something, you judge it by its smoothness, its finish, the quality of the cloth. Build quality is the same way, that you look at how well put together something is. When you push the plastics, are they creaking? Are they making noise of squeaking? When you shut the door, does it have that same thudding feeling? It's not a build quality is an independent term from safety. Just putting that out there. It's just it's about touch and feel and the senses.
आयुष उसका सस्पेंशन ठीक है लेकिन सस्पेंशन थोड़ा बाउंसी है especially if you're sitting in the second row. Mileage Fortuner should give you around 10-11 in the city.
Tata ki build quality not bad per which is Mahindra best car in my opinion right now, the Marazzo. Ankur Mohapatra, please reply. Budget is 20 to 26 lakh. Should I wait for Tata Harrier? Yes, wait for it. Dhruv Gupta, upcoming mid-sized SUVs. Nissan Kicks is immediately on the anvil. And you'll also have the compact SUV, Hyundai's QXi. Virat Sondalia, where have you guys studied from and what do you need to get this job?
ये मत पूछो यार.
We are not from the same background. I've done journalism, he's done finance. You just need to write. We learned a lot, we learned a lot. We work for no money, now we work for slightly more money. Rohan Agarwal, please suggest me some points which a car buyer should keep in mind when taking a test drive of a car. So, first of all, the one point which is kind of encompassing is what are you looking out for that car? Do you want a car that is about driving dynamics or absolute performance? Then don't bother, testing out 0 to 100 or something like that. If you are looking at a family car, then see how spacious it is. You don't even have to go for a test drive for that. If you're looking at a family car, get your family along for the test drive. Make them sit, let them judge the space, let them judge the ride quality, let them judge the noise insulation. Then you can judge how is the car behaving with the full passenger load. So think of it that way. Just get your requirements in place and test accordingly. It's very simple.
Rohan, what I would like to add to his point is that have a checklist and give marks to everything, right? So if you're testing out 3 cars, maybe have 3 parameters: space, ride quality, features. Rate each car out of 5 based on what you feel. Then you'll have your answer.
So Karthikeyan and Anirudh will answer your questions. We are going to ride the Java bike soon. You'll see the reviews on Zigwheels, not on Car Dekho.
Because it's Car Dekho.
Yeah. And my opinion is I am tempted. Very tempted because the way they've done it is very authentic.
Right. Rishikesh says, sir, okay, may car technician suggest best workshop to learn scanning and coding. ऋषिकेश, वो आपके एरिया पे डिपेंड करता है, आप कहाँ से हो उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. तो आई थिंक a good point will be to go to a very good garage and ask them, because even we are equally clueless. Why Honda fitted CRV with underpowered engine as against 175 PS in segment?
It's not underpowered, it is adequately powered. I'd say think of it like Goldilocks at the third bowl of porridge. It is just right, nothing more.
That's his favorite reference.
What
are your views on the Xylo? No reason to buy it right now.
Avoid it.
Best Creta variant SX. Please tell me about Endeavour 2018. Endeavour is a good car. I'd say I'd personally pick it over the Fortuner. Would you?
Yeah.
I'd say it's slightly better built. It offers more for the money, and the maintenance cost is as low as a Toyota, if not, lower.
Ijaz Mohammed, Nexon platform will change in 2020. The platform shouldn't change because they've obviously invested in it. It's a very young product, and product platforms cannot be changed like that soon.
But what he is referring to is sort of correct, because maybe not in 2020, but eventually the next gen Nexon, whenever it comes, it will be
modular platform that they build.
Yeah, they'll be moving to the modular platform.
Somendra Rawat, on what situation can you suggest XUV? If you are okay with the experience of it, because on paper the XUV is very good value for money, it has excellent performance. But if you're okay with just compromising on that feel, कि यार ये गाड़ी लगती है 16 लाख के, it feels like it costs 16-18 lakh rupees. If you don't care about it that much, then fine. The XUV is a fantastic product. On paper, it makes a lot of sense. It's just the touch and feel that we're not too,
Tata Safari Storm is good. It's not good, it's God, but it's horribly outdated, and there's no reason why you should be buying one in 20.
Unless you're looking to buy used and just off-road it.
Yeah, Syed says, hats off to you guys on your knowledge, sir. Thank you. What's your take on CRV and pricing? I'd say it's a fantastic car. I had the chance to just check it out, not drive it.
Premium price for sure.
It's priced. It's overpriced.
It's Honda price.
It's Honda price, but it feels so good. It feels so rich. I still buy a Kodiak. Hi Karthik, are you watching? Okay. Anyway,
suggest best hatchback under rupees 9 lakh. Freestyle.
Look at the Freestyle. If Ford launches Figo, what difference with the freestyle. Freestyle's ride height is going to be higher, so the suspension tuning is going to be different. Engines are going to be the same. Freestyle में automatic नहीं है, Figo में automatic आएगा.
Raju Govind, right now, no update on the Kia SP concept and what production model it's going to lead to, but you can expect a launch in the next 5 months. Sorry, bounce
We'll
back.
take Raj's question. Ford EcoSport में 4-wheel drive chances है, future में बिल्कुल नहीं, भूल जाओ, नहीं आएगी.
Like online पूछने वाले बहुत है लेकिन खरीदने वाले
कोई नहीं है.
How Udit Garg, how is the newly launched CLS? Killer. Looks like it's like a very literal big A-class sedan.
But I have a huge problem with it.
Which is?
Your 45 lakh rupees C-Class has the same engine, and you're charging and your 85 lakh rupees CLS has the same engine. How do you justify that?
It's more of a emotive purchase in any
Yeah.
case. The CLS is just Mercedes looking at the car and saying style mein rehne ka. That's all it is.
Damn.
Raghavendra Rajput should purchase Creta SX or wait for some card to be launched
Cars.
in 2019. I'd say if you want to wait for the Kia SP concept, let's see how they what their rendition of
Wait
the
for the
Creta
Harrier also.
That too. Best car in 15 lakh rupees SUV and sedan.
Multiple choices.
Yeah,
you can look at the Ciaz, you can look at the EcoSport, you can look at the Creta, you can look at the S-Cross, Nexon.
Guys, you need to be specific with your requirements because there's no best. You decide what is best based on who you are as a buyer and as a person. Simple.
Yeah. Ishan, okay, chalo. I'm just searching for your question. You didn't answer. You didn't ask it 3 times. I can only see.
Okay, we're just seeing that you asked it, but where's the question?
Yeah, I can't find your
Ishan,
question.
you'll have to post it again because we're looking for your question and it's just saying the question is that we've not answered your question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Why haven't you guys reviewed the C300D AMG line? Because why haven't we actually?
We're waiting for it. We're getting the car in some time.
Yeah.
Just the car is availability, guys. There's so many cars to review because we're reviewing other cars. That's the only answer.
What's your take on the headlights of the Harrier? It looks funky.
It's awkward for me, but I want to see it in person and then judge it.
Yeah.
Because it has an Iron Man DRL thing.
Yeah, but Kona, I think it's a blatant rip-off of the Kona, but then a lot of the car manufacturers are going in that direction.
There are limitations as to how much you can style a car because even when the Ciaz came, everyone was saying the taillights were copied from the city.
Yeah.
So it just happens. It's not deliberate.
Okay, this is a very interesting question. Siddhant says he's bought a Ciaz. It was registered and everything, but before delivery, I saw a paint bubble. Should I take it or not? Where's the paint bubble? Actually, if it's registered, you don't really have a choice right now. Yeah. You have to take it.
But you can raise the issue. If you bought it new and it had an issue like that, take a photograph and get in touch with the Maruti.
Because there is a possibility that it might have been damaged on the way to the showroom and the dealership tried to cover it up, which is why there is a paint bubble. If they deny that, if it's a manufacturing defect, then you have to take it up.
Take it up at the dealer level first and then escalate it to Maruti if required.
Yeah. Shantanu, no, I had marked your comment. It's still on my to-do list. I haven't done it yet. I'm very sorry. Was busy driving something, so couldn't do it. But yeah, over the weekend, maybe if I can, because I'm trying very hard not to work on the weekend. So I'll try and do it. Thought of EcoSport S, EcoBoost over Creta SX manual. I think the EcoBoost is unnecessary. The 1.5 Dragon is good enough. Siddhant, you can raise it on Twitter. You can also, in fact, you can message either of us, either on Instagram or on Twitter. His handle is @BigTalker, my BIGTORQUER. You can search for Tushar Kamath. My ID is @motor_noter. You can search for Arun Shana, you'll get us. So yeah, you can send it to us. Maybe we can take a look. Verna CDI 1.4 EX or Aspire Diesel Titanium Plus, I'd say Aspire. Why petrol cars have lesser sized AC compressor than diesel car? Do they?
I'm honestly not aware of this being the case.
The most popular question, which car do you have? He has a Honda Jazz, I have a Volkswagen Polo GT TSI and a Zen Estilo. Duster 110 PS or Brezza or Creta 1.4 for long term. Look at the S-Cross 1.3 and between the three, mainly for highway use, Duster. It
Or
was
wait for the new Duster. I think.
okay. Sedan says it was on the passenger door. Even the bonnet was scratched. So yeah, it might just be that.
You bought it and you said that it's registered. You bought this car new, right? If it's a
Yeah,
new car, then you can escalate
it is
it
a
to-
new car. He says he's installing it to us. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll check that out. Somil says your upcoming review. Okay, you'll see a review. I'll be reviewing the Mahindra Alturas G4. It will be on the Zigwheels YouTube channel. The next up
Ertiga.
is the Ertiga.
We have a comparison review of the XC40 versus the BMW X1. We've got the Tata Harrier review coming. We've got potentially the Skoda Scala review, the upcoming car, which isn't in India yet. And that is the immediate future. And even the Nissan Kicks review will be happening around mid-December.
Yeah. Okay. Vyas School World with a budget of 12 lakh. Does Marazzo base model make sense, or should I consider mid or top variant? I'd say ideally look at the mid or top variant of the Ertiga.
M6 if you can push for it.
Yeah. If see right now, if you can push for the, I think the base is the M2. So if you can push for the M4, nothing like it. But otherwise, look at the Ertiga. Quid plastic quality is best? Yes, yeah, no, not even close. It's horrible.
It's budget grade.
Yeah, sorry भाई लोग for that question. Now अरे sorry नहीं यार, मैं मतलब we weren't serious. But Nexon में base tube लगाना है लगा लो. Warranty void technically होती है, but service centers are okay with it. Is Hyundai working on a new 1.5 diesel engine? That is what I've heard, because 1.6 के वजह से tax bracket का issue हो रहा है.
Amaze have an 83cc compressor in petrol and 110cc in diesel. Why? Interesting question, but I'm at this moment at least I don't have the knowledge as to why that is.
Yeah.
If we have some information we can get about that, we'll let you know in the next live session, hopefully. But thanks for bringing this up. Even we weren't aware of it.
Yeah. AC performance, which car is good? EcoSport, Nexon, Creta. Forget about rear AC vents. I think the best AC is the EcoSport. It's crazy effective.
Yeah, Ford's compressors are like the compressors are turbocharged. Not literally.
Yeah, Polly Baby is very confused between the Santro AMT and the Tiago AMT. So we'd suggest you look at the Tiago AMT only because it has dual airbags.
But if he's looking at the full option models, then
yeah, Santro AMT doesn't come in Astra, does it? That's the problem.
But if you're driving just yourself, then do consider
that's the
Santro
only
Sports
reason.
as well.
Lalit says थोड़ा पानी पी लो. पानी भी खत्म हो गई है. बहुत थोड़ी बची है. I am SUV lover. Should I wait for Kali? No, you can. Creta 1.4 CRDI underpowered for the highways. Not too much, but हाँ थोड़ा. अगर बहुत load है तो yeah. Okay, best petrol auto under 20 lakh. Best petrol auto. I'd still say Vento TSI.
Yeah, but if you're looking at just ease of driving and smoothest driving one, yeah, Vento TSI is on top of the list. Also, you can look at the Yaris.
Is it really hard and costly to maintain an A4? If things go wrong, it can be very expensive.
It's a case that's encompassing for all luxury cars.
Yeah.
That once the expense comes, they're luxury cars. They're going
just
to cost
because
luxury
it's
car
cheap
money.
to buy does not mean it's cheap to own.
They're cheap to buy.
Yeah, the used ones.
Used ones, yeah. Relatively, yeah. You can get good deals because they depreciate very hard. Which is the next question? Should I wait for Carlino? Best petrol auto? Grand i10 base or quid top end? You can get a good deal on the Grand i10 like mid-range variants also right now. Check that out. Sawmill contractor Alturas will get segment first features. Yes, by what they've confirmed, it's going to have a 360-degree camera, but that I think has been introduced in the Kodiaq as well right now in the new version. Mandar, we haven't ignored your question. It possibly wasn't ignored, but confused between the Tiago JTB and Tiago Diesel XZ. Balance between fun to drive and economy. Which one do you suggest? The diesel. It's not fun to drive, but you can get either one with either one.
Tiago JTB is fun. Diesel is economic. You can't have both. Choose one.
Exactly. Itne mein itna milega. Simple. Lalit Singla, why Corolla comes with 1.4 diesel? It's not that performance oriented because Corolla customers don't want performance. They just want diesel.
They're sitting in the rear seat.
Usually. Bunty Mishra, hi friends. Hello to you too, sir. Vikas Chandila, so you say to buy freestyle, but Indians buy only Maruti. It's availability. There's more Maruti dealerships. Maruti has a better brand reputation, so people buy more Marutis. Soumya Thakur, is Vitara VDI AMT best or ZDI? Please tell me. I'd say go for the ZDI if your budget permits. Udit Garg, how is the Mercedes-Benz GLA 220D? Is it worth at 46 lakh? No, I don't think so. It's basically a gigantic A-class, that's all. Raj Talukdar, you answered this. Is it good to buy a second-hand A4? look for a good deal, but also get it thoroughly inspected because these are very electronically complicated cars.
If
So
you do buy it, keep 5 lakhs separately for service
yeah, potentially.
and spare parts. Keep 5 lakh separately.
Raj Sharma, tea or coffee? ऐसा लगता है सर जी. Okay.
भेज दो, दोनों पी लेंगे.
Suman Gupta, how is the backseat comfort of EcoSport? Is it cramped? We are a family of 5 people. Yeah, 5 people definitely don't get the EcoSport. Look at the S-Cross in that case, if you're looking at diesel vehicles. Somendra, we've answered your question. Oh, sorry, we haven't. Somendra Rawat, Grand Etten Sports or Santro Top. You can get a Grand Etten Asta in a good deal right now.
Yeah.
You can just check out for cash discounts.
Okay, Siddhant
Ishan.
couldn't find our profile. We can't link it here. But search for our names. His name is Tushar Kamath. My name is Arun Chenoy. You'll find us.
Or you can just DM it to Kardekho's.
DM it to Kardekho's Instagram. We'll have it.
Because we have an entire team looking after that.
Yeah.
Ishan Garg, Vana CRDI 1.4 EX or Aspire Diesel Titanium Plus?
We answered this. Ishan, we said buy the Aspire.
Okay. Will Tata make next gen Safari Storm? No. The Harrier is now going to be the new legendary SUV, hopefully. Sachin,
a lot of pressure on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Sorry, big pressure. No pressure.
Big shoes to fill in. Sachin, Redigo T option versus Quid. Interior quality is best between the two. They're roughly the same, but it's slightly better in the Quid because you don't have those exposed metal panels inside. Vikas Chandila, what is your take on the X3's pricing? What do you think? With discounts, it's fine.
Yeah. Without discounts, it's a bit over.
Stipulated prices is definitely a premium, but BMWs, I don't know. They get discounts the day they launched. Dharma Nandihal, is Carlino a mini Creta? In some sense, yes. Even in terms of rough profile, it'll look like a baby Creta. DT Dash Coffee, yes sir. ले लेंगे बाद में बस एक हो जाने दो. Mayur Mati, EcoSport लूँ या Creta लूँ या Nexon? EcoSport, if you want good quality, good features and are okay with feature compromise, Nexon एक balance है, family car के लिए काफी अच्छी है. Budget है तो फिर Creta 1.4 आप देख सकते हैं. Lalit Singla, when are you guys upgrading your cars from current ones? I'll tell you one unique issue that we face is that our existing cars don't get used as much as we like and we are too attached to them. The more we drive these new and upcoming cars, the more we get attached to our existing cars right now, which is like, and it doesn't make sense for us to upgrade unless there's a need for it. So when we do, we'll let you know, but as of now, we are not looking to buy a new car.
Yeah.
And one thing from personal experience I can say is, buying a new car these days is very expensive. So if you can get a good deal on the used market, definitely look at that. It makes a lot of sense.
It's very weird because I have my car parked at home and I took the bus to office.
Same, my car is parked at home and I had to take an Uber to office because parking nahi hai. Mumbai, go figure. Somendra Rawat, Hexa or XUV? Hexa. Bunty Mishra, क्या टाटा सुमा में आफ्टरमार्केट एलॉयज ठीक रहेंगे? ठीक है यार, डलवा लो, फुल गैंगस्टर बनवा दो. Karthikeyan B, is VW Skoda service cost are high compared to other brands? No.
Just about the same.
What we recommend is just getting the good warranty cover because the spare parts are of a slightly, some of the spare parts are imported. But if you look at regular expenses, it's like what, 10,000, 12,000 a year?
For example, on my GTTSI, I usually spend about 8 to 10 grand on a service and that is for 1 year. If I break it down over 12 months, it's less than 1,000 rupees a month. It's less than 30 rupees a day. ठीक है यार, चलेगा, no problem.
Because which will you buy at 70 lakh on road in SUV and sedan except for Volvo? I would look at a Land Rover Discovery Sport in SUV and sedan. I'd probably go with 70 lakh a budget, but I just get an Octavia RS.
I'll buy 2 Octavia RSs and a Kodiaq.
Sorted. Siddhant Chandan, can't tell you how much I love you guys. Love you too, man. Thank you so much for your support.
And भेजो, Cardeco Instagram पे भेजो. We'll have it checked out.
You can get into Cardeco Facebook or Instagram, wherever you can. We have a team take a look at that. Vikas, what is your take on XC60 versus competition? It is definitely the value for money pick among the lot and very well packaged that way. There's no compromise to get that value. Yashwant G, Nexon Petrol XZ or XZ Plus, budget permitting. Soumya Thakur,
is there any car which is best than Vitara in SUV segment? Nexon. Kamal, and is any car
free of squeaks and rattles?
I mean, are luxury German cars free of these noises?
When they're new, at least.
When
yes.
they're new, yes. But BMWs are known to rattle, Audis are known to rattle. Yeah, you need to look at what roads you are driving these cars on, right? हमारे अंदर की हड्डियां हिल जाती है वो तो फिर भी गाड़ी है तो rattles होंगे. So live with it.
Jan VK, hi. When can we expect Toyota CHR?
Not
anytime soon, not immediately, but that is
2020.
purportedly the replacement for because it's going to come as a hybrid if that. So for matching the BS6 norms, that might be their alternative to the Toyota Rush by what we know so far. HRV, they've said nothing. VW T-Cross till 2020 again. So all three, all 2020 pass.
Honda says, guys, like karo.
Thank you.
Dharma ki baat suno.
Subhash Manjunath, which is the best luxury car under rupees 30 lakh? Octavia 1.8 TSI for me.
Or the diesel.
Dharma, again, thank you, man. Really appreciate your support. 7-seater कौन सी? Marazzo देख लो या फिर वेट कर सकते हो तो फिर Ertiga अगले हफ्ते आ रही है. Sawmill contractor, when can we expect from? What can we expect from Toyota Baleno? Cosmetic changes for now is all we know. We
It
don't
will
know
be
price.
exactly the same as the Maruti car with some design distinction with some different features.
Like think of it this way, we've seen it happen with the Renault Pulse and the Nissan Micra, the Renault Duster and the Nissan Terrano, the what are they?
Scala and the Sunny.
Scala and the Sunny. So effectively something like that. Few feature changes, some pricing difference, but by and large the same product.
Yeah.
हम शक्ल ही होंगे to some extent. विकास चंदीला, कार्लिनो के साथ के आने के i20 की sales effect होगी, हो सकती है, because SUVs are more popular right now, so people might switch.
Yeah. Okay. Where were we?
Jaguar F-Pace, it is a premium price product, definitely. It's not worth it, but if you're looking for bragging rights, the F-Pace is pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you know who is the Army Chief of India? I don't.
Not by name.
Yeah. Nirav says, hey guys, should my family go for a petrol Innova Krista or a diesel as it's mostly used inside the city on the highway? I'd say you stick to the diesel because the petrol gulps fuel quite a bit. Lalit, you have so much knowledge about cars, so does that make you puzzle when you choose a car for yourself? No, I think it's the other way around. We're more clear about what we want. Okay, we are going to take a last few question. टाटा सुमो में सनरूफ सही रहेगा क्या? रस्टिंग तो नहीं होगी? सर आप लगा सकते हो, रस्टिंग की गारंटी इंस्टॉलेशन वाले पे डिपेंड करता है. डू यू नो यू गाइज आर अमेजिंग. थैंक यू सोमिल, यू आर वेरी काइंड. डू यू नो दैट? Okay, Siddhant says I texted on the car dekho insta account. Superb, Siddhant, we'll check them out. When's the Skoda Karoq coming? It's coming early next year by March or April. Sorry for the question. Best 150cc bike present. Car dekho, sir. I think Jaguar value as a brand is going down. Okay, they could do with better quality in their products. How can I super chat you guys? Super chat is not available right now, and I don't think it will be available. But thank you for the support. You can always like this video. You can subscribe. You can share it with your friends, and that's enough motivation for us. Is the maintenance and spare part cost of Skoda Rapid DSG high? You'll spend about 8 to 12,000 per year. And but the bits, I'll tell you what is expensive. Stuff like the AC compressor, the suspension mounts, they're expensive, but they have quite a bit of life to them. So until 4 or 5 years, you won't really look at a replacement. Somendra Rawat says, oh, okay, General Bipin Rawat is your chacha. Thank you. Nice. We thank him for his service. 70 lakh mein sedan, not Octavia. 2 Octavias. There's your answer. When will Ford launch the refreshed, updated Aspire? Not anytime soon. A generation change is going to be quite a while away.
I'll give an alternative answer to the 70 lakh question. Volvo S90.
He said not a Volvo, no? You can't choose a Volvo.
No, that was a different question.
Oh, okay. i20 or VW Polo? Right now, the i20 is a better car. Best 7-seater in 12 lakh on-road, petrol and diesel separately. 7-seater, I'd say wait for the Ertiga, honestly.
Right now, the best options are the Marazzo and the Ertiga, which will come up.
Right. I think on that note, it's a good time to end. This has been fun. We'll do this again next week. So yeah, like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the Car Dekho YouTube channel if you haven't already. If you like how he looks today, like this video, subscribe. I had to say something. Anyway, Vikas, yes, we will answer your AC question. Right? Chalo, that is all for this video. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Have a great weekend.
And let's see if the stream ends this time.
Yeah.
Bye.